directed by Alex Garland and stars Jessie Buckley and Rory Kinnear in a psychological horror film that raises more questions than it answers. Garland produces a near merciless tension by the deliberate pacing, unsettling cinematography, astonishing sound design, and vibrant visual effects. If Men, like Garland's other films such as Ex Machina or Annihilation, succeeds in anything, it's by unsettling viewers with stylized imagery that can never be unseen. Never. The film follows Harper, who decides to get away from it all after experiencing tragedy in her life and retreats to a quaint home in the English countryside, alone. This large country home and vibrant forests look comforting at first. Harper soon finds out she's no longer alone, as someone or something is stalking her. Harper's trauma has followed her to this place, but something even more sinister awaits. After a very tense and graphic confrontation, Harper believes the worst is behind her. She soon starts to realize that there is something off with all the people in this town, as Harper has to deal with increasingly bizarre situations. Her own torment and ours depends on how she handles these assaults. Jessie Buckley nails it as Harper. She's a quite sympathetic character as we learn about Harper's past, and she does excel in these flashback scenes that are the most dramatic. And just her reaction to everything, and that terrified but perplexing expression, it's brilliant. Of course, Rory Kinnear commits to playing multiple characters, each uniquely their own, in appearance and of creepiness. My favorite is Joffrey, whom rents the home to Harper and brings humor with his proper accent.
Forbidden fruit.
It's what I like about this film. It's that even in the most intensely terrifying scenes, there is something that can be laughed at, although perhaps unintentional. The score is fantastic. Joff Barrow and Ben Salisbury orchestrate a chaotic symphony that uses elements of Jessie Buckley's own performance, which creates this uniquely haunting sound. Layer that with the eerie atmosphere and the religious occult themes, Alex Garland's Men is different. The horror genre is the best genre for dealing with difficult themes like grief and loss, and Men is no exception. We really feel that grief that Harper is struggling with, and the associated guilt that comes with it. As we learn about the troubling events that happened, we gain a better understanding of the character and the difficulty she is having letting go. In addition, Garland tries to pack in religious allegories that reside both in the Christian and pagan domains. The philosophical and religious themes make the basic story premise of Men stand out. Harper's character, having done no wrong, is still gripped with grief and guilt. She shares a moment in a conversation with a priest, again played by Rory Kinnear, that's not really consoling.
You must wonder why you drove him to it.
Why, I didn't drive him to it.
However, as we crescendo to the truly nightmarish imagery that Garland presents to us, the meaning behind these religious themes becomes a little fuzzy. The film touches on the patriarchy, the struggle of women throughout the ages, as well as coming to terms with guilt and dealing with grief. However, Garland does not present answers and almost seems to downplay their significance while focusing on the visual experience that, again, you can't unsee. These concepts would have had far more impact if they had been more clearly defined. Instead, they fade in and out of the story and keep you thinking more is yet to come. Men takes us on a difficult path towards healing. It is at its most powerful a disturbing exploration of grief. Garland exposes you to things in this film that are the stuff of nightmares. There is no denying this film's technical quality in visuals, sound, and acting. It buzzes and intensifies in ways akin to other divisive films, which undoubtedly this film is destined to be. Thanks for watching our review of Men by the Flick Fixers. Please like, comment, and subscribe.